Okay, this is a little bracket I made. I'm going to use this in 3 different rooms, so I wanted something really quick release for the lighthouse. Now magnets are not the best thing because this has got 2 little motors in, so if you know how motors work, it's not the best thing to have magnets too close to this, but I've put a long screw on here so I can keep it quite far away, and I've tested the magnetism of these through the polycarbonate I'm using, and you probably it's kind of strong within about 1 centimeter, and after that it's super weak. Not that anything really stops the magnetic field apart from another magnetic field, I don't believe. Anyway, so the way this works is I just got 2 bits of polycarbonate. You can get this off Amazon for, it's probably like $8 a square foot or something like that, and it's really easy to cut. So I just got 2 of the strong magnets in there and glued it together, so it's just 2 pieces of sandwich with a hole in one of the pieces for the 2 magnets, and then glued that together so it's nice and firm, and then drilled in a 6mm hole, cut the head off a 6mm screw, screwed that in there. Because polycarbonate, you can really tap that hole with just a screw. You don't need a tapping kit or anything. And then you can use any kind of I mean, this is a wide nut really. This is off some camera thing I had, so this is perfect for the job. But you can use any nut and maybe a washer, and if you glue the nut to the washer, it'll give you the same kind of thing of this. And then you can just screw that on there and screw it into your lighthouse. Let's get a few threads in there, and I'll probably put a rubber washer in there so I can tighten it up without marking it, the lighthouse. But yeah, so I'll tighten that up, and you see I've still got quite a bit, and these are not super heavy. I think they're less than a pound, maybe just over a pound. It's close. Yeah, basic brackets I would think of using is this is just like a 50 cents bit of plate, steel and galvanized, and this is the cheapest hinge they had, which was like $1.20 I think. So if you have that with that, it will give you a way of adjusting it left or right, and then if you have a big bolt through, then a couple of washers, you adjust it up and down. And this is going to be set in place somewhere, so I'll probably cut it all up and spray it and paint it black so it looks nice. But this will be set, say, in my other room, and it'll be set and left like that. And then you'll come along and, oh, the reason I put this screw in, so I just put a hole in for a screw, and I put a nut in there and just locked the nut in place with some glue, some hot glue. Then I could screw the screw in as far as I wanted, and it was retained. And what that does is, with magnets, they slide really easy, so you can put them on metal and they'll slide off. It's the pulling force which is good, but sliding force is rubbish. So that with gravity is not going to help. So you put a little nut in there and it's not going to slide over the nut, so it has to pull away before it comes off, and that's what's not going to happen. So drill a little hole similar size in the top of there. I don't know if you can see that. Then simply just clip that on there, and then good to go. And, yeah. So now I can just, like, all I have to do is unplug the wire, and I can move it to the next room. So I've got 3 different places I'm going to want to use my headset. One of them is in this living room, one's in the bedroom, one's downstairs in the sim. This just makes it a lot easier. I can set it all up so it's in the location I want, where it wants to be. I have different brackets in each room, and then just go and clip it on. And I had these on over in here for last night, playing for 4 or 5 hours. And this thing does oscillate a little bit with the motors, but it didn't move at all, and the tracking was 100%. So that's good. So just be careful with magnets that you've got a nice gap here, because you can't really shield the magnetic field unless you have another magnet. Kind of defeats the point. And you really don't want them near the motors inside this thing. So anyway, that's my little bracket set up. I have to see if it works quite well. So you can use any kind of brackets you want really. I'd look for cheap stuff in Home Depot, B&Q, then buy stuff custom fit for cameras or tripods, because it's generally ridiculously expensive. Let's go back to the sim.